What do you think of the grass, huh? Nice. The grass made me think of a story I was talking to myself about today. Don't even tell me you don't talk to yourself, whether it's out loud when you're by yourself or just in your head. I know you do. Now, if you tell me you don't talk to yourself at all, I don't think we could be friends. All right, so back to the grass. I was thinking of the term trajectory as far as the trajectory of somebody's life and how it could change. And the grass made me think of like an archer that pulls back his string and lets that arrow fly down. It's on a path to hit that bullseye. And it just nips one of those little blades of grass, that insignificant blade of grass. And the trajectory is thrown so off, like the path is, it doesn't even hit the bullseye. It doesn't hit the bullseye, it doesn't even hit the target itself, and flies like 10 feet the other way. Or a golfer. You know, they got those, I'm not really that big of a golfer, I have played, but they got those hard, dense, solid balls. Those little balls are heavy for their size. And they pull their club back and they strike that ball, and it's going down. It's a par 3. It's going down about 150, 175 yards. And just when the ball takes flight, this little breeze comes by. Like, the breeze is so insignificant, you can hardly even feel it on your skin. And yet that little insignificant breeze can have such an impact on that ball that not only doesn't it go into the hole, it doesn't even hit the green. It goes into the hazard. For those of you non-golfers, the hazard could represent like a lake or a river next to it. So definitely a bogey coming along, right? I know we make fun of these signs, but a lot of times they are dead on. Live simply, laugh often, and love. That's nice. All right, so enough background. Back to my story. I had quite a ride this morning, so I had a lot of time to be thinking, talking. There was this cashier. She's still over there. Maybe I gave that away, huh? She went through this nasty divorce, and a little background on her. She suffers from alcoholism as well as depression. She went through this nasty divorce. She got her kids taken away from her. She got to see them every once in a while, but talk about down and out, being in a bad place. Drinking more than ever, down in the dumps, living by herself in this little one-bedroom apartment. Gets to see her kids every other week for a couple hours. Every day she goes in and she's a cashier at a convenience store. She's dreading going in. One thing leads to another, and she thinks about ending it. She thinks about her kids at first. She thinks about these other things. That she's trying. She's hanging on. One thing after another falls into her lap and just looks insurmountable. She can't get past this. She makes a plan. She goes out and she buys another bottle of vodka. A little bit more pricey than usual. She gets herself a couple bottles of pills that she knows will do the trick. The thing is, she still goes into her last shift. It was going to be her last shift at the convenience store. Because, why not just not even work, right? Some people would say, but there was a woman there that was semi-kind to her. So if she didn't go into that shift, that woman would have to work her shift. So I'm not going to do that to her. So she goes in, and she has another miserable day at work. I mean, she views herself as just a cashier. She doesn't have her kids. She went through a nasty divorce. She's living in a... I mean, you can go down the list of all the different reasons. And she doesn't want to live anymore. She's at the end of her shift, and this guy goes in. The guy doesn't even know what he's there for. I mean, probably buying a bottle of soda or something. So the cashier, who I'm talking about, she's behind the counter. They don't know each other. Accidentally, like that blade of grass or that gentle wind, accidentally, as he's getting his change back from her, they touch. Just a No like romantic touch or anything, just a simple touch. His finger against her hand. And they made eye contact. Not like googly eye contact. They touched each other. And she looked into his eyes and he looked into hers. And like that blade of grass, things changed. She didn't feel alone, just from that simple touch. Maybe the guy gave a little smile or so, but I know he went home, probably got onto Netflix or ate dinner or something, didn't even think twice about that cashier, but the cashier made an impact on her. She felt connected. She didn't feel alone anymore. The goosebumps just thinking about it. She goes home. She's gonna give it another chance. She pours out that bottle of vodka and dumps out those pills. Who knows, maybe you ran into that cashier today. It's funny how the trajectory can change with something so insignificant as a blade of grass, a gentle wind, or just a touch or a smile or the look into somebody's eyes. I remember that story, and I was telling myself that story again today because we never know what kind of impact we have on somebody else's life. It could be holding the door open, smiling, touching somebody accidentally. I like that story. I hope you guys do too.